It is time to bring in none other than Arjun Singh as we go around the world. And we go to Jaisalmer, India, and we say, hello there, Arjun.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. So, what's first? What's your shower report?
Oh yes, it's working in a good condition, so he's enjoying it. The kid really loves it, so he likes it. And the other good thing is that as we installed the shower, we got rain in the village. I posted some photos on the Facebook, and lots of comments were there because we waited for 8 months, and then finally, it did rain. And on that day, particularly on that day, there was no teaching in the school there, so all the kids, we couldn't stop them really. They came out of the windows and they were just rolling and playing in the water there, in the mud there. And I think Marcel sir, he saw some pictures there and he just sent a comment on that. So it was really a good week. For last week was a good for us because it did rain in the village where I teach. So farmers are happy, students definitely, because they love and they don't get these chances. So first time, I think it never happens that at the school time you get such a wonderful opportunity to just enjoy yourself in a shower there. So students, I think at 8:30 in the morning or 9, we saw some clouds in the sky, and then the students, they just kept all the things, all the stuffs, books and pencils and pens in the bag there, packed it, and they were ready to just run out in the ground there. And suddenly it started, and we couldn't stop them, and they just were in the ground there, playing there. So they really enjoyed it.
And how much rain would you say you got?
Uh, I think it's nothing. Not so, I can't say it's a downpour, but it's about it did rain for about 20 to 25 minutes, but it was good because we got like a water of an inch, like an inch water we got on the ground there. So some places the water gathered there and the students were playing there, but it's good for the farmers especially and good for the animals. We are a bit late, of course, but it's okay, we got something. And still we have some more clouds in the sky even today, so we are hoping for that. And uh, for everyone, for the farmers and for the animals, if we get the second chance in within couple of 2 or 3 days, it will be good for us, for all of us.
And you know what's interesting is I'm sure that since many people were in the temple praying at the same time that you were installing your shower,
Yes, right.
it's a
Yes, yeah. They
toss
were
up.
just playing because there were so many people. They just because they believe in these things a lot. In the villages, we have a temple, and just I think in last week they changed the flag on the temple there because they think that if they just hoist a new flag on the temple, because in India, if you see flags on the temples there, it means these temples are in the practice. So they changed the flag and they kept they just installed a new flag, and after a day it did rain. So why not? The people will definitely believe in these things. So they, in the evening, all the farmers and villagers, even in the city there, all people, they just go in the evening to the temples, and they just ring the bells there and they pray for the water. That's the only thing. And the one thing is all which I would like to definitely tell you. In the morning, I think just a day before it did rain here, and I woke up early in the morning and I saw the girder. He was just out in the street there, and he didn't see me, but I could see him through the window, and he was praying to the God with the hands up in the sky there. And when I asked him for what, he said, "Definitely, it's not raining here, so I want to see that and I want to enjoy. If it rains in the during the day, then I can enjoy and then I can just play with my friends." So everyone, from kid, young boy, women, man, old people, they pray for that because, of course, water is the life and we need it.
No, absolutely. And again, we have had just inconceivable to Girdar amounts of rain here. So it's so hard. Just as when you try to explain certain things about your trips here, for example, to your mother, it's trying to explain to people here how little rain there is there is it's completely mind bending.
Definitely, of course, because it's really not very easy to tell to my mother, even to my family members, to everyone. When I have some photos of the Sharon and home farm and the radio stations there, and they can see the greenery everywhere. They can't believe it. Such a green place is on that planet. Such a green. So for whole of the year, it's not only for the monsoon time, but for whole of the year, such a greenery. They say that really the nature it's a miracle of the nature. Only nature can do this. If Almighty is with you, then it can happen. Otherwise, only we have sandy winds for last 4 months, and you can't even open your eyes in the village there. The sand comes in your eyes, and it was extreme heat. It was a scorching heat. So if you see just a photo of that greenery, and it looks like that the joy comes to your heart, and you close your eyes and you can feel it. For me, whenever I feel myself very irritated with this temperature, I just see those photos and I think, oh, I'm back to that. So I can feel that. So definitely, it's not very easy for the people who are living in this area in such a desert where the average rainfall is 15 centimeter per year. They can't believe in these things. Of course, they know it is there, but they can't feel that. So I think they are not as fortunate as I am, because I got that wonderful opportunity to feel that kind of a temperature. So of course I can say it's a different planet for us, a very different planet where the people, they have such a beautiful nature there of flowers and water and everything. But here, if you need one piece of flower, you have to order it in advance for 2 days, and then you get a flower from the Jodhpur. It comes from 300 kilometers. So you can think, just for a flower, you have to order in advance for 2 days. So it's tough life here.
Yeah, and again, it's a concept that it's why we do the show. But the other thing is, if you go from where you teach, the village that you teach, to Jaisalmer, to Jaipur, it's a completely different and foreign. It's a totally different environment. I'm not talking about climate. I'm just talking about activity level, and sort of difficult to convey.
Yeah, lifestyle. When I tell to my mother that in the foreign countries, the people, they don't eat chapatis. She can't believe how do they survive if they don't eat chapatis. It's not easy for me to explain her that they can survive without chapati. Not a problem, because for her, for all of her life, either in the lunchtime or in the dinner time, chapati is a must. If there is no chapati, it means you can starve and you can die of hunger. So it's not easy for me to explain her that the people, they are living without chapatis in this world. So it's very tough to explain these things to her, because she has never been to that kind of world where the people, they have their own food system, they have their own culture. So it's very different. Well, she knows very well that the people, they are very well conditioned and they eat much better than them. But it's not easy for her to understand that if you don't eat chapati, then how can you sleep at night?
There you go.
With that being said, we're going to sleep right now, and we'll join you next week.
We're not sleeping.
Oh, yes, it's a day for you.
All right, Arjun. Take care.
Thank you, sir.
Next week.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Arjun Singh, Around the World. There you go.
And you can find, of course, Arjun online at our website, arjunradio.com. Click on demand, click on Around the World with Arjun Singh.